Hi, it's Sunday, June 7th, 2020. My name is Noah Seeley, and welcome to my channel. So similar to our Friday video, I thought it might be fun to spice up Sunday with a different style of content. I think on Sundays we will focus less on machine learning or coding or even the news and take a look at some computer hardware. I'm doing this for two reasons. One reason is that I'm currently in the market for buying some new PC parts and even hoping to make a video of the replacement in the upcoming weeks when the parts arrive. So because of that, I'd like to learn more about PC parts and the best practices of installing them. The second reason is that I think only knowing the software is sometimes not enough for development and computer science. It's good to challenge yourself to learn the hardware as well, in order to have a more well-rounded perspective on computers. This will offer you a wider base of knowledge regarding computers, as well as a deeper appreciation of how they work. So with that being said, let's move on to the first hardware-related topic for the channel. I think that in order to replace or even install new parts to a computer yourself, it's important to understand the precautions of the installation. One big issue is that while installing, there is a chance of frying your PC parts with static electricity. It's a bit vague of a concept too for those who have never reviewed it, but it's very important to know about it while working with computer hardware. So today I'm going to cover the basics of grounding in order to ensure that you are not frying your PC parts during their installation. So from my research, I understand frying a part as basically sending way too much voltage through it. So if I'm all statically charged and I touch a part, all of the charge on me will go through that part and then to the ground. The amount of charge on the parts can be bad and can cause serious damage. This is actually from the electrons flowing from the atoms on my finger to the atoms on the part. And this flow can create some sort of deadly current to the part. This is also known as ESD, electrostatic discharge. So from that, I've watched a few videos and read a few articles, all which will be linked as resources below. And I'll basically just sum up some of my findings really quickly here. So thankfully, it looks like it's actually extremely difficult to fry your parts. Most of the videos I watched were people simply putting this to the test. They statically charged themselves by rolling around on a carpet or dragging themselves on a chair and would shock the PC parts multiple times with their fingers. Each video that did this recorded minimal damage to the parts they've shocked. One of the videos was also made nearly 5 years back. They were actually still shocking DDR3 RAM, and as one of them stated, as technology advances, parts are becoming more and more static resistant. So if they couldn't fry the parts way back in 2015 while trying to, I'm sure with today's parts we'll be fine. One article even quotes a Reddit user saying, 99% sure you won't have a problem unless you just had been dancing on the carpet while on his trampoline, eating Cheetos with an ominous thundercloud looming overhead, licking syrup off his hands. So from that and overall, I think I should be pretty safe from frying my PC parts when installing them and shouldn't have to worry about it too much. I'll be especially fine if I take the precautions of grounding myself. Here are a few tips I found relating to that. Building with an ESD wrist strap and an anti-static mat. This will help keep you grounded so you don't pass any current through the parts. You can also just simply touch the metal part of the PC case as a substitute for an ESD wrist strap or the mat. Personally, I'm going to be using an ESD wrist strap. You can order them off Newegg for around $10 Canadian. You should also try to avoid building or handling your parts on carpet. Instead, build on a hard, solid surface, preferably while standing on hardwood floor. You should also build with the computer's power supply plugged in, but the computer off. And lastly, you should try to not handle the PC part by their circuitry, but rather the metal or plastic parts of the part instead. And yeah, that's the video today. I think we've learned a lot about grounding and how to take the proper precautions while working on our PC hardware in order to not have to worry about damaging any parts with static electricity. As always, I've included any resources that I've used in the description below for anyone to check out. If there's anything you feel that I've missed or anything that I got wrong, please feel free to mention it in the comment section below. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.